Hey pals, Peeps here. Thanks for dropping in. Just a quick video today, kind of an update, I guess, on, I don't know if it's an update, but I opened up a mega box a few videos ago, in search of perhaps a parallel of this record breaker card, which is card number 1 in the set. Kind of went over that and did a little look back to the actual 1976 set with Hank Aaron being a card number 1 in that set, also with the record breaker card for RBI. That's right, I said it. And what am I getting at here? So there's a little update in that at that time, a few weeks ago, I had just this one here. And in that time, I have managed to round up, let's see if I don't fumble this here. I managed to round up, excuse me, some colored parallels, different colored bordered parallels. Nothing shiny in these pickups. These are all very budget-friendly pickups. And so I'll show those. And then I also, something I haven't shown before was last year's 2024 flagship. This came in a few months ago, and I just haven't shown it yet. The 2024 Topps Black. Biggest season perhaps that I've ever laid eyes on in terms of power and speed, or any of us really. I mean, it's the first 50-50 season. So as I focus on big seasons, I had been looking for a copy of this card for quite some time. Well, frankly, since the set came out. Excuse me. And this did come in, maybe it wasn't 3 months, maybe it was like 2 months ago, something like that. And haven't had a chance to show it off yet. And I did make another small, very small budget-friendly pickup in relation to this card. As you can see here, this is a really nice copy. A Topps Black is notoriously tough for grading. So to have a 9 is kind of special. Although I really don't care about the numerical grade on these. But this one is centered up really nicely. And for 2024, that could be an issue. Sometimes they were kicked to the right. I would see them kicked to the right a little bit. But anyway, who cares, right? This is beautiful. I am stoked to have this. Have been looking for it, as I said, for since the set came out. So many months. And these are numbered to 73, the anniversary year of Topps. So there you have that one, and then I'll quickly run through the pickups as they relate to those two cards on the board. And I guess I'll just start with this one over here. We'll go chronologically. For some reason, this got by me. This is the Topps Japan. Now, in the past, you'd see a little Japanese flag, maybe up in the corner here or down in the corner here, but Topps was ultra subtle on the 2024. I wonder if you're going to even see this. There's a little foil, there it is, little foil stamp that says Topps Japan in the lower right. And I just thought this is a version I'd really like to have. I'm not sure what's going on with the focus here. Anyway, I thought this was a version that was very appropriate. Otani, of course, being Japanese. And this was a super budget pickup. I think it was only a couple of bucks to my door. So I don't know. I know that Topps Japan release, the Topps Japan release, that is printed in far less quantities than over here. But this is by no means rare or scarce or anything like that. Like I said, it was only a couple of bucks. So that was a nice one to get in the mail. This was just last week that came in. And then let's move on to the 2025 Topps Heritage a card that I'm currently obsessed with. Card number 1 in the set, recognizing the 50-50 season. And let's start off, well, I don't know what's on the back here. We'll start off with this one. Okay, we've got the yellow. So it was interesting over the last few weeks, kind of seeking these out, ideally at auction, or some of them were very cheap, buy it now. But you know, most of these were under $5. This one was a little more so, a little weirdly was, I don't know, this one might have been $10 or something. For some reason, the yellow seems to be a little more desirable. I think maybe the color, just, you know, how it kind of pops. They call it, I think they call it like dark yellow or something like that. Supposedly there's around 600 of these. Who knows? They're not numbered, so. But I am looking forward to building out a page in my binder of this card specifically, a 9-card page. Not this yellow in specific, but variations on this card. And after today, I'll be about 2/3 the way there. Anyway, we got the yellow. Then we got the red here. Supposedly there's under 500 of these, supposedly. Again, not really sure. This was cheaper than the yellow, although there's supposedly less copies. I do like the red, and it picks up the little bit of red on the number there on the front of Ohtani's jersey. The backs of these are all the same. They all look like the base card. And these red ones, I want to say these were in the value boxes or blaster boxes, whereas the yellows over there were only in the fat packs, the hanger packs, if you will. And they do run the whole set, so, you know, it may sound like a lot of copies. Let's say there's 500 or 600 of them, but it does run the whole set, so, you know, the odds of hitting one in a box are really, really slim because, you know, there's 500 cards in this base set. Anyhow, here's what they're calling light purple. I think this might be amongst the least scarce. None of these are scarce. Let's make that clear. This was I think this was under $5 to the door. And next we've got the blue. Got a little schmutz in here. There it is, the blue. Actually, maybe this one was the easiest to come by, with maybe this sort of purple one being the next easiest. But anyway, the blue was a no-brainer. This is the first one that I went after, just because of the jersey match, the color match. I just think that's a beautiful, beautiful looking parallel to this amazing card. So we've got the blue taken care of. And last but not least, the green, one that, I don't know, Topps seems to be leaning into the green. It was cheap, it was very cheap, and I just thought, hey, let's get it for that 9-card spread. And that would, apart from black, which supposedly there's 50 copies of the black. But anyways, I digress. There they are, some of the parallels that are going into the Z folio, the binder that is. I got a 9-card spread ready for that card, and a little Topps Japan parallel from last year's flagship to complement the Topps Black from that historic season. All right, thanks for coming by, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care.